Ah! What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Hobson Outdoors YouTube channel. Today we are out here deep in enemy territory, and by that I mean I'm pretty deep into Minnesota. And found, perusing Google Maps this morning, found this lake about 1 o'clock in a balmy 65 degrees. It's actually really nice out right now if it wasn't for the wind. So found this little lake. I already took a couple of casts just right here just to see, you know, if there's any life, and definitely already got hit. So I think it's just a bluegill, but this lake has supposedly a largemouth, smallmouth, bluegill, perch, crappie, pike, and walleye in it. So should fish a lot more like a Michigan lake, I'm assuming. But yeah, we are gonna get out there and see what we can get. This lake's a nice, good relief from the last lake that I fished here in Minnesota. I fished Maple Lake a little while back, and there was just so many pleasure boats out, you couldn't even really do anything. I mean, it was throwing up a really good chop on the lake. But not a single other person out here. So we're gonna go fishing. I was worried this lake would have regulations that I couldn't run that motor, but it doesn't appear to have any of those. So the only thing it does have is a daily sunfish limit of 5, but don't really plan on keeping, so I think we're good there. I'm gonna get the boat backed in and get fishing here. Get you guys rigged up and we'll go. Alright, so my first order of business is to get out here and just find a sheltered area. And hopefully I'll just be throwing some bass baits around. Hopefully drum up some bass. And hopefully right away here, not run into some of these logs and stuff. As you guys can see, there's all sorts of timber down there. I have my motor just barely in the water enough to freaking, yeah, there's a big old rock right there. Oh, I think those are just lily pads. Enter. Need my sonar to start reading. You know what? I'm offshore right now. We're just gonna go right into it. Never fished this lake before, so any water is good water, I suppose. Oh, I see the island. Or an island. I don't know if it's the island, but first thing I'm gonna throw here, probably a square bill crank. Never been here before. Cover some water real quick. Ah! No, and I lost him. I can't believe it, guys. I hooked up, knocked you guys out of the freaking phone thing. Unbelievable. What a freaking rookie set of mistakes. There, you guys are upside down. Now you're right side up. Alright. We'll try not to do that again. First freaking hookup, lose the fish, and lose the camera. All in one go. At least the camera didn't fall in the water, you know, there is always that. Seen quite a bit of stuff hitting on the surface, so it might be a topwater kind of day, which I'm never opposed to throwing a frog, but can't believe that. That was such a good bite. Although I do think it was a bluegill. I think that's probably why I lost it. There we go. Oh, bam. Boat flipped a freaking pike, dude. He's skinny mini. Holy cow. Alright, where do I got pliers? I think I've got a set in here. I mean, look at how... Dude, that's the first I've seen a pike like that. He is like anorexic. Hasn't had food in a long time. Kind of sad. He's a good length and he's a pretty fish, but like my hand wraps all the way around him. And for his length, he should definitely be a lot thicker. So, freaking give this guy back to the water. No wonder he didn't fight so hard. I thought he was a bass. He almost has no energy to fight. Hopefully that's not indicative of the rest of the day though, because we still do have quite a bit today, actually. Which is pretty nice. Man, dude, I have never seen a pike that skinny. This bait has probably only ever caught bass and never even once seen a pike. Some of these baits are from a freaking time before even you guys. I think the more I work down this bank, I'm just going to have to get down to the other end. Use the big motor, go down to the other end, turn around and come back. I hope this is a bass. I have a feeling it's not, but I hope it is. Yep, pike about the same size as the last one. But this one is at least proportionally sized. He's not freaking anorexic, so I'll take that. Got a little... No, that came out of the boat. I can still... Yeah, I can't even quite reach my fingers around this one. He's probably a little shorter, though. Probably about 24 inches. Get that guy in the water. I don't know, man. Just something about those KVD square bills. And I have a feeling if the pike are this thick in here, and I ain't caught a bass yet, I'm gonna freaking lose one of these square bills. I just got a feeling, you know? Be nice to break my PB of the year. I think my all-time PB is 41 inches for a pike. That's a pike.
Game over.
And I have a feeling if the pike are this thick in here, and I ain't caught a bass yet, I'm gonna freaking lose one of these square bills. Remember how I said I'm probably gonna lose that thing on a pike? And I should probably have a steel leader tied on, even though I'm trying to catch bass out of this thing. Well, there you go. There's your $10 bait. So, if you're ever in the same predicament, tie a steel leader on. That's a fairly cheap and expensive way to make sure that you don't lose yours. Because apparently, I don't know if there ain't no bass in this whole lake or what. But apparently, there are a lot of pike. Alright. Well, with that being said, now that I have at least confirmed my stupidity, got another square bill, and this rod with a wacky worm and about a 4-foot steel leader. This is probably the most prolific spoon that I have. I mean, just in the sheer number of pike that I have caught with it. I do a lot of spoon fishing, and I've caught quite a few pike on quite a few spoons, but this spoon right here tends to knock them dead. There we go. He's small, whatever he is. Yeah, he's a pike. A lot fatter too. There we go. A lot fatter. I don't think he's worth a bump, but and that's not saying a lot when I say a lot fatter. They've got that black spots on them though, which isn't too great, but there we go. Another little guy back to the depths. I know I've got quite a few more spoons in here. I want something just a little bit bigger and a little bit heavier. I know I just threw that thing on. Alright. Just like that right there, dude. That's a pike. A little bigger one. Oh my gosh, what a mess. Got freaking rubber duckies caught in things. Oh, Dude, I thought he was a little bit bigger. That was a lie. I don't even know why I netted him. He's a little fatter for sure. He's a chunk. I'll give him that. Hey now. Are you satisfied? Jumped right back into the net. Yeah. I mean, that's definitely a little bit more chunky northern, but I don't think he's about the same length as every other fish I've caught today. Which is only, yeah, about a 24-inch fish. And that's, I mean, that's being generous. He's maybe even a little shorter, but maybe I'm doing it all wrong here. Seems like every time I cast out that way, I get a couple of hits. Maybe I'm hugging the shoreline more than I need to be. Yeah, I don't know why that first pike I caught was so skinny. Seems like every pike I've caught after that has progressively gotten bigger. But at least girth-wise, they're all about that cookie cutter 24-inch though. That one's even shorter. My gosh, though, they are absolutely thick in here. Can you quit? You're just going to continue to hurt yourself. Man, I don't know what these little black dots are. Whether they be a parasite or maybe they're just an adaptation for this lake, I don't know. Now, if we can be friends. They're just full of these little black dots, though. They don't appear to be parasites. I don't know. Let me know if you guys have ever seen that in your pike before. But get him back. He was maybe only a 20-incher. I mean, he was short. I will give them that, though. They are definitely thick out here. Huh. He's leaving. Dude, this is like my third fish in 10 minutes. Just another cookie cutter small guy though. Can you, hey, enough. Whatever you're doing is not helping. The sound that they make when you grab them right behind that gill spot. Yeah, you're not getting me with any of your teeth. This one's got less of them black dots on them, but man, I do love pike. I don't think there's another fish that I love more. I used to like bass fishing more, maybe, I don't know. There just weren't very many pike in Michigan. Like, it seemed like I could go fish on a lake like this and I'd catch bass all day long, which don't get me wrong, that is not a bad thing. But as far as like, you know, catching pike like this, you'd almost rarely catch pike. You know, it'd just be something you might hook up on. But out here, this western Minnesota, eastern North Dakota, well, really anywhere in North Dakota. North Dakota state fish, for those of you who don't know, is a pike. Which I think is just so sweet, and it's super fitting. And the reason I think that's sweet is because pike are freaking insane fish. And they are everywhere. Chock full of them. Loaded. If I could get on a 30 plus incher, that'd be cool though. I'm not gonna lie. They're loving this crank though, and we'll say that. So, I'll give this guy a shout out real quick. I don't have his Instagram, but I'll post it in the video. I actually don't even know the guy's name, but he custom paints all sorts of fishing lures. And I bought this square bill from him, along with another one. It's more like a zero though, and a whopper plopper that you guys have probably seen on the floor over there because I was too lazy to put it away over there by the rubber duckies. But I mean, as far as I have caught a bunch of pike in the coulees on this square bill, and then catching more lake pike out here. So I mean, it works real well, I gotta say. The more I cast around and think about it though, the more I'm like, I don't know if bass could even live in a lake this full of pike. I don't know if it's always like this or if all the banks are like this even. I mean, I really didn't even catch a fish until I moved over to this bank. So, I got a lot of bites. Got hit up a bunch. Oh, that's a big old bluegill. That might actually be a bass. That's a largemouth. Come on. RG on the stonefly? Let's get it. Man, I was looking for this last fish. I'm literally right at the boat launch. This might be a big pike. Maybe one that I don't have to flip. No. I could probably still flip this fish. I'd hate to lose him though. He's not really hooked all well. Whatever. We're about flipping pike today. Bam. Not exactly the world's biggest pike, but a decent one nonetheless. And almost all of my fish today have come on this crankbait, which, and as you guys can see, she's pretty tore up, but if you look at that side, you can tell just how tore up that thing is. But I gotta start headed home. Got work tomorrow, but that is one heck of a pike. Well, not really size-wise, but I thank him for playing. I've been trying to catch that last fish for a good minute now, and bass fishing didn't really pan out for me today. Almost caught one. I had a couple blow-ups that'll probably be in the video, but you know, the pike, you can never keep a good man down when there's pike, okay? And they were around today. They were biting, cooperating, so I cannot complain at all about my day. Especially not when I caught freaking probably 6. I'll give you guys the total, but probably 6 pike. That first one was just tiny, but... Alright, everybody. Thank you for watching. If you stuck around this long, thank you to Dad and Gavin. I know you guys did, but if you are not my dad or Gavin, thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around. Make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button, comment. Let me know what you guys thought of the video. I mean, as you guys saw in my last video, I'm taking suggestions on lures or anything. Now that I know I got another body of water like this, well, this one isn't just a stone's throw away, but if I can get back to it, which I definitely will. I mean, with the exception of the fact I did not catch one largemouth bass. I got hit by probably 3 or 4 of them. I did catch like 6 or 7 pike, and pike are my sweet spot right now, so I definitely will be coming back to this lake again. So yeah, let me know what baits you guys want me to use. If you guys have any ideas on places to go, I can check them out. Anything you got. And yeah, always make sure to follow your dreams, because some days you could leave home at noon, not get to the lake till 2 o'clock, and catch close to 10 pike and have a chance at several largemouth basses that did not bite your line. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.